On Saturday, a show called Strictly Come Dancing had their launch show where we found out who was going to be partnered up with who. And so let's do a review on it. Haha, this is I'm a Dancing Fool, my channel where I talk about Strictly Come Dancing 2021. And in this video I'm going to be talking about the launch show and who was partnered up with who. So yes, Strictly Come Dancing was back on our screens, and guess what? I'm back here on my channel with a new hairdo. Yes, I've finally had my hair cut in like 3 or 4 months. Actually, the last time I had it cut was actually on the night of Eurovision, so... but no, it's a fresh look on this channel. Anyway, let's talk about Strictly. Yes, the launch show happened once again, and we found out who was going to be partnered up with who. And guess what? If you didn't watch my predictions for who was going to be partnered up with who, go watch it now, because I did very well, actually. Yes, I've done the best I've ever done before. I got 12 out of 15 right. I'm bloomin' happy with that. Yes, I mean, the best I've done was like in 2018 where I got 8 right, but usually the last couple of years I've only got 4 right, so to get 12 out of 15, it's extraordinary for me. Because when they kept revealing the partners, I thought, oh, please be them, but then I kept getting them right. The first 4 I got them right, and then the next 4 I got them right, and thinking, oh my gosh, and then we found out who Greg was partnered up with Carol, which I got wrong. So the only 3 I got wrong was Greg. I thought we were going to be partnered up with Oti. Instead he was partnered up with Karen. I thought Tom was going to be partnered up with Karen. Instead he was partnered up with Amy. And Hugo I thought was going to be partnered up with Amy. Instead partnered up with Oti. But not bad. I got all the women right, which is extraordinary. And yes, I'm happy with that. As a whole, what do I think of the launch show? I thought it's great to have Strictly back on our screens. It's nice to have it a little bit earlier than last year. I'm glad we got a big long series this year. I mean, yeah, the launch show, it did take a bit longer than usual. They have to do it one by one, and they had already been in their bubbles before the launch show probably aired, but they go to all these fancy locations and that, and which, yeah, I like now, you know, it's, they all go to a location that most suits them. I think that's quite a nice way of doing it. The only problem is it does take a little bit longer than usual. I mean, the show took about, what, an hour and 30 minutes, an hour and 40 minutes? It took quite a long time to do. You know, and also, they didn't do like 4 girls and 4 boys and the other girls and the other boys. What they did was actually did it quite mixed. They tried to do it gender equally. This time they did like 2 boys and 2 girls and another 2 boys and 2 girls. So they did it quite mixed gender this time, which was also quite interesting. So yes, so basically, I'm not going to go through all the partners in this video because that will take too long, but let's talk about the ones I'm most confident about. I think the ones to watch out for are Adam and Katia, which I predicted, yay! Yeah, he's going to be really good, Adam. I can feel it. He's used to training. Katia, I think, is a great choreographer. I think it's her time to get a good partner again. Because she deserves it. She works hard for it. And the last few years it hasn't really got her way. It could have gone her way with Nicola if she didn't catch COVID. Or she didn't catch COVID, I should say. But I think they're going to go far. I think Tom and Amy is another one that looks good. I think they're gonna go far. I think, yeah, this is gonna be Amy's year, you know, she's come close. Who else? Looks... Oh, that young couple, Tilly and Nikita, which also I predicted right. Most of them rhymed. I'm so pleased with that. Nikita is like an unknown quantity to us. We don't really know much about him. He's looking like he could be the new AJ on Strictly, the young guy. Hopefully a bit better. No shade to AJ, but let's see. But no, they could be a bit of a dark horse as well. Who else? Also, we had the other new pro, Kai, was partnered up with AJ, also got right. Also didn't know much about Kai. We didn't... I feel like... Yeah, I think hopefully as the weeks go by we'll get to know more about these new pros. I always think Kai is Australian, but no, he's actually British. I don't know why I thought that. But no. Who else am I looking forward to seeing? Also, we got the deaf contestant, Rose Enning Ellis, to get partnered up with Giovanni, as once again I predicted right. They look good together. I think Giovanni will look after her, and I think I've read that he knows a little bit about sign language, and yeah, it's so interesting that she's always going to have her a translator kind of doing all this behind the scenes as well. It always follows around, so yeah. I'm just so interested how it's going to work with all the music and how deafness works. It's really interesting, really interesting. We've never had a contestant like Rose, our beautiful Rose, as I like to call her. Yes. Yeah. And also, I want to talk about Nina Warrior, actually. Nina Warrior got partnered up with Neil Jones, and that's what I got right. Not a lot of people talking about Nina, but I think she's going to be great fun. I think her getting Neil, I think, is great. I love on the launch show when she was told about something, you know, and she wasn't happy. She just walked off like that. I'm down. She seems like she's going to be a great laugh. And when she was partnered up with Neil, she jokingly said, "Oh, I didn't want him." She's going to be great. Oh, and I need to talk about Judy Love. Judy Love. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy she got Graziano. I knew it was going to happen because she wants him. And usually if you want to publicly say you want that person, on average you're going to get him or get her or get whoever. And I always predicted, even before she was announced to do Strictly, crazily enough, I just knew it. If she ever did Strictly, she would be partnered up with Graziano. They're going to be fuego, aren't they? They're going to be fun, aren't they? Who else? Oh, we had the first same-sex couple as well. We got John Waite, and he did get partnered up with Johannes, which I'm so happy. I think that was just the right decision. They just suited each other, and yeah, height-wise, chemistry-wise, personality-wise, I think they just fit together, and I'm looking forward to it. And you know what's good about Strictly, you know, is they haven't really made a big deal out of this as much. Even last year as well, when Nicola got partnered up with Gaggia last year, they didn't really make a big deal with it, which I like, because I don't think you should really make a big deal out of this. I think when Dancing on Ice did it, I think they did make a bit more of a big deal out of it, which, you know, I mean, I can stand, but really, okay, we get it, they're two guys dancing, you know, you don't have to go on and on about it. Well, I think with Strictly, they've done with it a bit better, and hey, at least we're continuing the same sex couples we did from last year, unlike Dancing on Ice, which ain't doing that again. But maybe soon, maybe last lineup on Dancing on Ice, you know, maybe nobody wanted to dance with the same sex, maybe that's just the cast. And anyway, we're talking about Dancing on Ice, let's talk about Strictly. Anybody else I want to talk about? Dan Walker got Nadia Pichkova, which is great, height-wise they work. I hope Nadia goes a bit further and doesn't constantly go in dance-offs. I am a bit worried about them, actually, now thinking about them. because I just don't know. I'm happy Nadia has got somebody that will hopefully come out of her shell a bit more, because Nadia can be a bit quiet, and I think because she's partnered up with Dan, people like BBC Breakfast, Football Focus and that, and, you know, he's a likeable guy, and people do want him. So hopefully, people who like Dan Walker will hopefully, like, get to know Nadia as well, and I just, hopefully he's good at dancing, that's the only thing. I just don't want them to be out early, because for Nadia's sake, I want her to go a little bit further. Yeah. And OT got Hugo Monnier, which was also interesting partnering, because I was kind of thinking OT was going to get like Greg Wise, somebody who, you know, because OT, they probably don't want OT to win 3 times in a row. They're going to give her the partner that probably ain't going to lift the trophy. That would be the obvious choice, but no, they went for Hugo, which is also quite clever, because Hugo, on the bookies' odds to win, isn't that very high up, and I think it's was quite near the bottom before he was partnered up with OT, so maybe that was quite a clever decision to give OT not somebody that's going to be obviously terrible at dancing, but somebody that probably be like a Graham Swan and be maybe good, but not good enough to lift the trophy in December. Yeah, and they look like also a great partnering as well. So, I have to say though with Hugo, when it was coming up to the launch show and everybody was partnering up with who, and he was the last one to be partnered up with, and I was thinking, oh, who's the next guy to be, who haven't they done yet? And I was kind of thinking, okay, they haven't done John yet, they haven't done Tilly yet. Who else? Oh yeah, Hugo. I completely forgot about he was competing in the show when the show was airing, you know? I completely forgot about him. I do worry his personality is going to be one of those, like a Dead Griffin, where we just don't know much about him. But he's with the Queen. He's with Queen Oti Mabuse. We are not worthy with Queen Oti. So maybe that is quite clever, because usually Oti can work wonders on our partners, like we've seen last year with Bill Bailey. Who knows? Who knows? Wow, I've talked about mainly every couple when I wasn't supposed to, but yeah, those are the main ones, and obviously, who else? Sarah and Aliash are great together. Robert and Diane. Oh, I really think they could be also like Robert Webb could be the Bill Bailey of this year as well. Just saying. Who else? Who else? AJ got Kai. Yeah, I talked about that. They could be. Hopefully, not like another big hope, but we'll see. Because Kai's an unknown quantity. He's a new pro, so we don't really know much how he's going to do, but he has done well in Ireland, in Dancing with the Stars Ireland, potato, and so maybe he could do well with AJ. He's got a lot of potential with AJ. We'll see. Greg got Karen. I would have liked Karen to get, I don't know, a bit more potential, because I do want to see her win, and I can understand last year she went to the final, and, this is a retro anniversary for Karen. This is like her 10th celebrity she's got. So, like, well done, Karen, lasting 10 years. 10 years on Strictly, Karen. Well done. But, maybe a few weeks will last. It's going to be so hard to predict who's going to be first one out. It really is. Is there anybody else I haven't talked about? Oh, Katie McLean was Gorka Marquez. They look good together. Anybody else that I've left behind? Have I done every single one now? I think so. Apologies if I've left anybody behind, but I think I've done everyone. It's so hard because usually they do girls, boys, and they did it mixed this year, so it's a bit confusing for me. Anyway, but no, I think I've done everyone. yeah, so the competition really begins next week, the first week of live shows, and yeah, looking forward to it, and see what happens, and good luck to them all. In any case, how many did you predict right on the launch show? Comment down below in the comment section below, like and subscribe this video, and I will be back for more content very soon. So then, goodbye people, goodbye, and keep dancing.